Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show today. It's Tuesday, January the 17th, 2023. Halfway through January already. Great to see you guys. Hope you're doing all right. We have a lot to follow here as usual. We are watching right now the futures a little lower, but not a lot. Zero point 0.3 of a percentage point for the Dow off 100 points, 107, I guess. S&P down 8.5, Nasdaq down 44. We're not even down 0.4 of a percentage point on the pre-opening here. It's very quiet. If there was going to be some sort of a sell-off, it isn't. It isn't manifesting itself yet. Could, but not yet. Oil is up 31 cents to 80.17. Yay, it broke 80. It's not going anywhere. OPEC just released their forecasts. They don't believe there's a change in oil requirements. In other words, they don't see a big wave of buying from China. They don't see a big recovery wave of oil requirements. It's not happening. So they're just saying, well, it's going to be the same. And no, it's actually going to be worse than that. They still want to say, just like Wall Street, you never sell. So it's never bad. Oil is always great. And we in the oil business think you should be addicted to it forever. So there you go. Look, I love oil. Oil pays a lot of bills for the province that I come from, Alberta. But oil isn't just what goes into your tank of your car, into gas. Oil is used for many other hundreds of thousands of other applications, including pharmaceutical needs, agricultural needs, and so much more. It is more than just, a gallon of gas at the gas or a gallon of diesel that, you see smoking up from a diesel truck. It would be great if we could get off of those kinds of fuels to power our vehicles and something much more efficient. That would be great. Electricity is an idea, is an area we're headed. The question now is, how's this going to ultimately pay off? Did you know that a railroad, even in North America, that railroads are electric? Did you know that? You're driving along in your car, or you standing beside the road, you watch a train go by, and you hear this, and you see all the smoke coming out of the top of there. You're going, oh, that's a diesel burning train. Actually, it's electric. It's burning diesel to power a generator that produces electricity that drives the motors and powers the wheels. No train would operate on a diesel engine transmission system only. You wouldn't be able to move the damn thing. You wouldn't be able to get it going. Trains move because, one, how efficient they are, incredibly efficient on the amount of weight that they can move on a track. But they actually are powered by electrical engines that power the drivetrain. And that's how the torque that a rail locomotive has, the torque can only come from an electric drive system. So actually, trains in North America are electric. In Europe, generally speaking, transport trains are as well electric, but they don't fire on diesel fuel. They have the power line above their rail line, and they get their electricity from the grid. And that's how they drive their trains forward, which means that a locomotive in Europe, it doesn't have to be as large as a North American locomotive, because an American locomotive has to have the fuel on board to burn the fuel inside generators to then power the electric engine and to go. Whereas up here in Europe, you have the electricity coming right into the electric motor and off you go. And so it's even more efficient for European train operators. just a little tidbit for you, a little news you may not have known. Of course, all passenger trains, almost every single passenger train in Europe is electric. And if you have been to Europe and ever taken a train ride in Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia. You ever been on a Western European first, second class train car? You've gone, wow, is this ever nice? This is really wow. This is spacious. My seat, I have room for my knees. This is kind of nice. It's just like an airplane with a fold down table and big window, way bigger windows than airplanes. And we go from downtown to downtown. Wow, how handy is that? I can walk to my hotel from here, or a €5 cab ride, or a euro Uber ride to my hotel. This is pretty good. Whereas the airport, in European cities, is way out of town. You do have train systems to the out of town airports, but boy, to be able to come right into downtown wherever on a train, pretty handy. Unfortunately, we didn't do that in North America, and we're not doing it. We're not even developing it at this moment, and that is a negative for us. We're leaving behind a lot of money because what we're doing is we're inefficient. We drive individual vehicles, individual trucks, individual everything, and we don't save. And so there it is. It is what it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ryan Cohen bought Alibaba stock. Did you hear the word? Ryan Cohen bought Alibaba stock. But will the headline here I'm just reading, will the meme investors follow him in? I say no. Do not touch Alibaba with anything. Do not go near this monster. The reason is because it's China connected. It is completely dependent on Chinese audits. The founder of the company, Jack Ma, has been kicked out by the Chinese. He retired. Okay, he decided to pursue other interests. No, he got the hell kicked out. He was told by the Chinese officials, as he's been under house arrest now for 4 years, you're resigning now, and he did. Don't touch Alibaba. Period. Yeah, Cohen will make money probably, but then again, he bought the stock when nobody knew about it. Now he's promoting the fact that he bought the stock. He's using his name to get the stock going. The company's theoretically going to buy more of its stock back and all that crap. And maybe Cohen will take, I don't know, 200, 400 million, whatever he threw in there. He didn't throw in billions of dollars. He's not a huge percentage owner. He'll make money. God bless him for it. He'll make more money than all the money he's put into GameStop, just to kind of bring this to perspective. He'll make a couple of $100 million profit on this move. If he's a short-termer, medium-term investor, he will make money. And that will be more money than he's put into GameStop in its entirety. So just so you know. Speaking of GameStop, $20.39 at the moment, down 20 cents. We were down to 20.10 a little while ago. I'm wondering if when we do open for trading, will GameStop break the $20 barrier, and will we be in the 19 to 19.50 neighborhood sometime this morning? That's the first question I have. The second question I have is, if we do get into the 19.50 level, after we're there for an hour or two, will we go under 19 into the 18.50 level? That's my next question. My question is not, are we going to 25 today? And there's none of that in my future. No, I don't see that in the GameStop future today. What I see in the future for GameStop today is a reflection of a little profit taking, a little calm down. We've come from this 16 level here to 2021. That's 25% gain. We can get back a little here. 18.5 to 19.5 would not be shocking to me. Now, if you've written contracts on GameStop and they are 1750s, 18s, and you got your hands on the kind of money I told you to get your hands on, which means you got $3, $3.50, $4, $4.50 premiums for writing out of the money calls out to February, March, and April. If you did that, you are sitting pretty right now, because you're going, well, yeah, I got an $18 call out there. Called in $4 for it. That's $22 a share. Take me up. I dare you to exercise me right now. I want you to exercise me, because I'll just buy the stock back at 2022 here, whatever it's trading at, and I'll write 21s and 22s for the next 3-4 months. I'll take $4 for those. Thank you very much. But no one's going to buy you out. I don't think so. I don't think you're going to be exercised here. But you're looking at this going, well, if the shares come down to 19, my $18 call is only $1 in the money, plus whatever time premium is left on it. You should be, and usually most of you are, of course, you are now studying the new game called Your Option Chains. You're taking a look at the options all around your option for the month you're in and the months ahead going forward. And you're asking yourself, when do I buy this call back? And when do I write my next call, and which one is it? This is the proverbial game that option traders have to ask themselves. This is your new job. And the trick of it is, did you get $4 for it? Oh, okay. Is it trading at 3? Is it going to go down if the stock drops a buck and a half from here? Some kind of a dip today, tomorrow. Would your call go down to 2.5, 275 from 4? Would you then think, well, if I can get it back for 250 or so, 251 on a stink bid, would I buy it back at 251 and then write another one? Maybe I'll move up to a $19 call from an 18, or maybe to a 20 if I can find one. Can I get a $20 call written for more money than 251? If I'm going to buy this thing back for 251 that I've written now, can I sell a new one for $3.50, $3, and move up a buck or two in premium by offering more time? That's the question you're asking yourself. This is why you're studying your option chain all the time. On this channel, a lot of people say, I have to do a rollover. Gosh darn it. Oh no, my life is over. I have to do a rollover. This is the wrong attitude to have, actually. You have to turn that around 180 degrees and go, oh, goody, I get to do a rollover. Because a rollover means you are likely sitting on deep in the money calls that have gone up in value because the stock has gone up in value. And you are likely watching the calls you wrote perform. They're higher, but they're not a lot higher. They're better, but they're still losing because the time factor eats them up. If they're January's, February's, March's, April's, every day, every week that goes by means a week less to live. And this Friday is January the 20th, the third Friday of January. A whole bunch of contracts expire and disappear this Friday. GameStop contracts, like anyone else's, will have an expiry date. And in your case, you might be sitting there going, I'm up $3 in my on my deep in the money calls over the last week or two, which is nice. But I've noticed that the calls I wrote, they're only up a buck. They're only up a buck and a half. They're up 175. Like they're not up $3. They're higher, but not as much. And in some of your cases where you've written 19s or 20s or 21, 22s, whatever, you've noticed that they're not even up at all. They've actually gone down in value. Even though the stock is moving higher, your calls that you wrote, they're a little further out in the money, are slipping because they're running out of time and they're out of the money. If we do have a dip today to 18 and a half, 19, 19 and a half, somewhere in that neighborhood, a number of you are probably going to be in a pretty good spot to decide, I just might buy back my February calls. They only have a month left to live, and I can write now April's 2 months further out, either the same strike or a little higher strike, and get more money into my hands. What do you do with the extra money? You buy another deep in the money call. You build your deep in the money call portfolio to write yet another contract. It's raise day today. You've got to give yourself raises. Congratulations to those of you out there who have been telling me personally on one-on-ones or letting me know with emails how you've been building your deep in the money portfolio, your inventory, because this is the exit strategy for a lot of you from your day jobs. It's the obvious way out. You make money on a call. Great. You write one for $4.50, buy it back for $2.50 or something like that, $2. You make a couple of bucks on the call option. That's wonderful. If you do one of those, you make $200. Let's just say $2 a call. You make $200. Great. That isn't going to change your life very much. Making $200 here and $200 there. It's nice. It's nice to do that every once in a while, but Nothing much changes. But when you're writing 15 of them and you're bringing in $3,000 in profits per turnover, these little hits, they allow you to perhaps buy three additional deep in the money calls. This allows you to buy maybe one deep in the money call, and you can throw 2 grand at a credit card or something. If you're writing 30 of them though, and you're pulling in $2, now you're hauling in $6,000, and $6,000 every month or so, that starts making people think in different ways over time. Maybe not once or twice, but the third or fourth time, it changes perception, because now people reflect and go, I remember when I was only running 5 of these and I was hauling in $1,000 profit. Now I'm hauling in 6,000. Hey, this is making a difference. And yes, credit card balances do seem to disappear. Car loans might just be eliminated because you're down to the last 4, 6, 8, 10 grand owing on a car, and you're just getting rid of that damn payment. Or a vehicle that's sitting in the driveway that needs a new transmission is finally getting that new transmission because you didn't have the money. And or deep discussions are being held in the house regarding jobs we have, and between the one partner and the other, one of you might be saying goodbye to a part-time job, saying goodbye to a full-time job. Both of you saying goodbye to one saying goodbye to a full-time job, one saying goodbye to a part-time job. Things are happening. You get up to 50 calls and you pull in $2 a pop, you're bringing in 10 grand. And now that again changes matters. And there's no stopping this. You'll get to 100 calls, you'll haul in $2 a contract, you'll bring in 20 grand, and you will have made several changes. You do 5 months of that, $100,000 in 5 months comes through the door, and there's another 20,000 coming next month. This changes everything for almost all of you. It really makes another complete difference, because you are now rapidly moving into the upper middle class in demographic. You're moving into another territory. All around you in your life, the people all around you are likely still doing the same thing they've always been doing 5 months from now, 8 months from now, a year from now. And you are doing the same thing as well. It looks like you're doing the same thing, but you're hauling in cash that none of your contemporaries are hauling in. And you have just shifted. Your world has shifted. Now, whether all of this gain is inside an IRA, a 401k, or a retirement plan in Canada, RSP, TFSA, whatever these are, well, then that means your retirement is growing. You are moving your retirement savings up years. You are fast forwarding your retirement savings, which is a good thing. You keep working and you're plowing this capital into there. Fantastic. But for those of you looking to get out of your day job to replace the 40, 50, 60-hour grind and the pressure around the job, you want to get away from that. You've been dying to get away from it for 5 years, for 10 years, and you just haven't been able to. Things keep coming up that get in your way. Something else comes up and gets in your way, delays this exit another year or 2 or 3. This move here could really accelerate it, and I couldn't be more pleased. I do want you to think about this. I do want you to scheme it. I don't want you to ignore it. I want you to pay attention to how your income levels could dramatically change over the next 3, 6, 8 months as you are working your contracts here, and you're building your deep in the money calls or your stock positions, and you're writing more calls and more calls and more calls. It's something you have to pay attention to, because you're going to come to the point maybe this summer where you realize, yeah, geez, between now and the end of the year, I should haul in like $70,000 in premiums just in the next 5, 6 months. I'm going to haul in 70 grand. What's the plan? Is there a plan? Do we have a plan? What could the plan be? And that's when you'll find out, oh my God, there are a ton of plans. There isn't just one. There could be 6. We have to choose which 1 or 2 or 3 you want to think about. Or do we just defer? We make slight adjustments to our lifestyle, slight adjustments to our IOUs, and we'll revisit this every 90 days and see what happens. Well, that's prudent. Nothing wrong with that. But for some of you, you know exactly what you're going to do. You've already figured this out. You're way ahead of the curve. You know already that the resignation letter is being drawn up here. You can't wait to submit it. And your plan is this fall you're traveling. You're on the road this fall. You're going to catch up on some holiday time that is owed you from decades or years of slaving for other people for their benefit. It's now time to benefit yourself. And man, am I stoked for you guys? I'm so pumped up. Um, you know, Sometimes you have to look at the road you've traveled to find out how far you've come. So many people don't do that. People are always looking ahead, going, "Oh, I got all these problems. I got to do all this stuff, and then there's my kids, and then there's my mom and my dad and my uncles." Man, you don't stop and go, What do we just take it back here? Where were we here like a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? What was that like?" And by the way, other members of your entourage, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, bowling league buddies, whatever, how have they done in the last 2 or 3 or 4 years? Are they down the road like they should be down the road, or like they thought they would be, or did they have no plan? And maybe you were one of these people. You had no plan. You didn't have a plan. You were just kind of munching about and making it happen. You're going to work every day. You're planning this weekend, whatever, and you were told what to do by your better half, or you were hopefully collaborating with your better half as to what was going on. You weren't living your life. You were living someone else's life. You were living the life that you had found yourself into, the rut, and you're stuck there. And then you bumped into this old man, balding, homeless, and you had the audacity to listen to what I had to say, and you began to take some of the classes I offered, and you began to figure out, wait a minute, whoa, there's another way. There's a whole other way here. I could change my life. And you had never thought that this would be possible for at least 15, 20 more years. You figured by the time you're 55, 60, then you'll really talk about, I'll slow down working and I'll become more of a retired person. You had no idea how the hell you're going to get there. All of a sudden, here you are at 35, 38, 42, 46, and you're going, whoa, hold it a second. This guy talking about what he's talking about with his viewers over here, this gold bagel gang of people here. I could become one of these guys. I could become one of these people over here, and I could really change things. And I mean, really. And you convinced yourself, and then you had to convince your the other half. That wasn't easy. And the other half said, "You know what? I'll leave you alone for 3 months, and you take so much X amount of money from our account and do that, and then show me there's something there, and then I'll believe you." And you did, and you have. And the other partner's going, "Whoa, this is way better. This is a lot way better." And now you have a partnership here. The two of you are now really looking at this going, okay, this could really change things, because now when both partners realize, oh my God, we could both be semi-retired in a kind of a, let's put it this way, we're not semi-retired. We're both self-employed, managing our assets and doing rather well by it, rather than how we're surviving now. All of our relatives and our friends and our associates and our neighbors, they're very proud of us because we're hard workers. We pay our bills, we get our kids through school, and we survive the middle class lifestyle. But doing this with this gang of regulars, this bagel gang, we could be making this kind of money going forward the next few years and beyond, forever. We can step it up a lot faster, and neither of us needs a big promotion at work. Neither of us needs, our manager to pass away so we get that job. I mean, none of us need that. We've just made it ourselves. We didn't have to quit our job of 15 years and join another company and take a gamble whether that company is going to survive or not and be able to pay us what they say they're going to pay us. We didn't take those chances. We invested in ourselves, and we like investing in ourselves. We're comfortable investing in ourselves, and our lives are changing. And 6 months in, a year in, you realize it is happening. We are going to quit these jobs, or one of us has already done so. Now I'm going to do mine. And we're going a whole different direction. We might take the kids out of public school and homeschool the kids on the road. We might be traveling for 2 years with the children. We're going to put together a 2-year road trip that encompasses some North America, some Europe, some somewhere else. And we're going to homeschool the kids. It's not a 2 nights here and 3 nights here and 4 nights. It's not that kind of a road trip. It's one of those. Well, we're going to Paris for 2 months, and then we're going to be in Frankfurt for a month and a half. We have relatives in Germany, and we're going to do some visitations there. We're going to be in Spain for a month. We're going to be in Orlando for a month or two. We're going to go to Hawaii for 2 months, homeschooling the kids, and we're just going to grab a condo. We're going to rent a vehicle, and we're going to go to Costco shopping like anybody else. And we're going to get good at this because this is what we do now. And we'll be home every once in a while for a bit of time, perhaps or perhaps not. The house is going to be rented to my brother or to my buddy at work or friends of ours or whatever, to just whatever you're going to do. You're going to figure it out. It's a new life. It's a new existence. It's a whole new everything. And for the children, it's a complete differential from what they have now. Some of them are not going to like it. They're going to go, I'm going to miss my friends. No, you're not. You're not going to miss your friends. You're going to be FaceTiming your friends. Okay. The internet, the Wi-Fi, you're going to do little Zoom meetings with your friends, but you're doing the Zoom meeting with the Eiffel Tower back there. And the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin is over there. And that's what's behind you when you talk to your friends as you're holding your little Starbucks cappuccino on the road. Your friends are going to be so envious of you. That's what you're going to be showing your kids. And you let them discover that. You're not going to tell them up front. You're just going to let them discover it. And they'll figure out, oh my God, this is really interesting. My parents do stuff that no one else I know does this. And that's what's going to happen with the kids. The kids are going to go, well, what does your dad do for a living? I don't quite know. He sort of manages his money, and he does trading and stuff. That's right. That's what mom and dad do. They collaborate together and they trade and stuff. I call it keeping the change. They keep the change and a lot of it. And welcome to the party, pal. If you're coming on to this channel for the first time, you've never seen a channel like this before. There's a reason you've never seen a channel like this before. How many guys do you know that are 67 years old that have YouTube channels? First of all, how many are there? What, 0.1% of YouTubers are over 60, I'm sure. Then how many are homeless on purpose? How many are on the road? How many are talking to you about taking advantage of a market that is just handing you the ability to hand you billions of dollars? Get your fair share. Come on in. Don't let this pass you by. Writing stock options on positions you already have or positions you can move yourself into, and taking control of your financial future. I can't tell you how many of you out there have the opportunity of your lifetime, because you only get one shot in the big picture. Look, there are guys and girls out there who travel on private jet, okay, all over the place. You'll never know them. You'll never meet them. They'll never know you. They'll never meet you. They don't want to meet you. They don't want to know you. They're busy. And they're very successful doing what they do. And some of them inherit incredible wealth. That's how they got wealthy. Others are CEOs, members of board of directors of very, very, very well-to-do entities. The 0.1%, they're out there, okay? You're never going to be that person. Not really. I don't think so. But you can be the kind of person that can become self-employed and look after your own assets. And I think a number of you out there could theoretically quit your day jobs with less than $50,000 in assets to manage. Less than that. That's unthinkable. That is unthinkable to any seminar you go to, any financial planner you've ever met, your favorite uncle, your favorite aunt, your favorite person that you talk to, a confidant. They'll tell you you're going to need a half a million to $1 million to $2 million in assets if you ever want to retire. I mean, that's the traditional thing. If you go to the wealth managers out there at these, highfalutin Wall Street firms, they're not even going to want you in their office unless you have a half a million bucks. They don't want to see you. You're wasting my time, man. Because in their mind, your $500,000 account, they're going to get 2% of that value. That's 10,000 a year. That's 800 a month. How much time do you want them to give you for $800 a month? What do you think they're going to give you? Jack squat. They're going to give you nothing. And if they make you 10% profit, they get 20% of that as a fee, perhaps, maybe, possibly. What's that? That's nothing. It's a nothing burger. There's no, they want millions to walk through the front door. They want to bring in $30,000 a year in fees right off the bat, and then they want a percentage of the upside. That's who they're after. It's not you. It'll never be you. And even if you convince them to take your money and dimension, they're not going to give you the time of day because you are a speck on their big portfolio. There are asset managers out there who are managing $500 million, and you come in the front door with 500,000 and you want one-on-one attention? Get out of here. No, not a chance, man. It's not going to happen. You've got to do it yourself. And then there are those of you who do have a couple of million bucks. You've got 3 million, 5 million, 7 million. However you got it, you got it. You're managing it, and you're handing it to professionals like these people I just recommend. I told you about. Not recommending them, by the way. I'm just mentioning these folks are going to underdeliver for you for the rest of your life. They're going to wonderfully underdeliver returns to you. Your money is going to make them a lot of money, and you're going to get some. And when you compare to inflation, you're going to go, I'm just breaking even here. I mean, after inflation, I get nothing. I need so much a year to live on. I get that out on a monthly basis. They make me X amount. I pay taxes. There's the inflation, and I'm just as poor as I'm always. I'm not any richer. This pot of money seems to be sitting in right around the same number all the time. And I keep getting excuses from these people why I'm not making the big money. And it's always somebody else's fault. It's inflation. It's the war in Ukraine. It's higher interest rates. It's a recession. It's always something, but it's not my asset manager. God forbid. It's not those guys. It's not the guys on Wall Street. Oh, it's never those guys. You never sell. Just what is it? Well, it's you. There's only one person you can blame for not getting a return on your assets. It's your money. You're the one who's supposed to make it work. Remember, your money thinks it's 18 years old. Okay, you remember what you were like when you were 18 years old? Do you remember the energy level you had when you were 18 years old? That's what your money thinks it is. It thinks it's 18. It'll do whatever you tell it to do in an 18-year-old vim and vigor kind of way. So if you put your money into a bond that pulls 4% interest and inflation is 8%, you're losing 4% on inflation. You're a loser. You're a complete loser. If you're putting money into stocks that you're writing options on, like Tesla or Apple or GameStop or Microsoft or Google, Pfizer, Cisco, HPQ, you're putting your money to work on assets. That's a different story. You will do better than 4%. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. But you got to learn how this is going to work. Look, you can't just throw $1 million into a brokerage account and then leave it there and go, okay, well, it's going to make 20% now. No. Here's the other thing. I put it to you this way. If you're working your butt off at your job and you're putting in 40 hours of physical time and another 15 hours of mental stress time on the weekends and weeknights, you're putting in 55, 60 hours a week for these people, and they're paying you $100,000 a year to do it. You got to ask yourself, well, if I have $1 million lying around and I can make me 2,000, if I can make it make me 200,000 a year, shouldn't you put 60 hours a week into that? I mean, you're putting 60 hours a week into a $100,000 job, less deductions and less taxes. And, what are you getting? 65,000 net? Like, big deal. How about generating 200 grand from your own money? Do you think it is worth 60 hours of your time? Is it worth maybe 20 hours of your time? I would say so. If you are thinking of quitting your day job and being on your own from now on, and you're saying goodbye to that 40-hour work week or 60-hour work week, maybe it's because maybe what you should be thinking about is putting 40 to 60 hours of work into your money now, because you should be just as dedicated to your own cause as you were to your boss's cause. And if you want to stay self-employed and be successful and more successful, then you'll be motivated to do it. What I find here with these people over here who are commenting all the time, these comments you see here, these people are loving the fact that they can put time into their own money. They love it because they know they're not wasting their time giving it to an employer who doesn't give a crap how you feel, doesn't give a crap where you want to go for holidays this year. They don't give a crap that, oh, you want to take 2 weeks off with your family and go to Cancun? No, you can't go in the second week of January because so and so is going in the second week of January, or my brother-in-law in the so-and-so department gets to go. You don't get to go. You get to go to Mexico in July, okay? That's when you get to go to Mexico. You get rid of that, okay? You now take control of your life. You're the boss. You're the boss's boss. You're not even your boss's boss. You're the chairman of the board of your entity, and you rule the roost. But you got to put some time into that because, hey, either you're born into wealth and you know what you're doing, or you are educating yourself to wealth. And this is why I emphasize, if you're going to join this channel and you want to learn how to write stock options and you want to become self-employed, you want to take control of your financial life forever and never be told to ever again what you're supposed to do at your job and when to show up and how high to jump and what direction to jump. You want to get rid of that forever, you better educate yourself on how this business works. And the business we're in is the option writing business. It's simple. It's not that hard. It really isn't. People are shocked when they get into it. They go, this isn't that complicated, Bruce. I don't understand why other people don't do this. Then they ask me, is this legal? I just made a whole bunch of money here. Is this okay? Like, I'm not being investigated by anybody, am I? Is this truly? Why doesn't everyone else do this? That's the big question. I always get this. I always get it. Why? And then I say to you, try and tell your brother or your sister or your uncle or your cousin about what you do. Your mom and your dad, you're going to lose them in 30 seconds. They're just going to go, I don't understand. I can't understand that money is made this easily, because from what I understand, you have to work your ass off for 40 hours a week. You have to put in overtime. You have to say, yes, sir, may I have another? And go to work and get that piece of paper that says, you just got paid this week so much money. That's how you make a living. That's hard sweat equity every day. And you have to give 110% at the office. And you have to work harder than a replacement could possibly work. That's what we understand how you are successful. And you're sitting there going, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, the way you make $250,000 a year, $1 million a year, is you sit at home in front of your laptop or your big ass iPad, or you have one of these, probably a combination of all three, and you write call options and you buy call options back and you keep the difference. And you do so much of that you make more money than you could possibly spend every week, every month. And you take this with you to the Starbucks store if you want to go for a Starbucks and meet a friend, or you take this with you to Costco because you got to go pick up some dog food and some provisions. And so you take this with you just in case any trades have to be done while you're in the middle of the Costco store. Or you grab your better half, who also quit her day job, and the two of you go to you do your favorite three stores. You got the Walmart Superstore, you got the Costco, and you got your Albertsons, and you pick up the provisions for the week and you bring them home, and you're keeping your eye on your markets, and you're in charge of your life. And while everyone else is working from 8 in the morning till 5 in the evening, you're out doing what you need to get done. You've bought a new hose for the lawn. You bought a new shovel for your driveway. You did what? You're planning your next holiday. Or you are on holiday. You are in Hawaii for 2 months in an Airbnb type situation, and you're trading from there. But you studied how to do it. And the classes that I offer is the perfect way to start. You want to figure out if this is for you, you need to put up some cash, like heavy, heavy money. You got to come up with like, oh, what is it? $150. That's right. You got to come up with $150. I don't know how you're going to do it. You got to find it somewhere. Take the empties back that are piling up in the garage. I don't care what you got to do. Find $150 and watch class number 1 from my series of classes. There's 14 of them. Watch one at a time. Learn all about the options market. And you'll quickly figure out after lesson 2, 3, 4, or 5, you go, this is interesting. This I can't understand it. I just can't get it in my head. I doubt that'll happen. I have a suspicion you'll go, wait a minute. All you got to do is write options on stock you already have, and you bring in this money, and then you buy them back later as they depreciate and expire for virtually nothing, like a third of the price, a half the price. You keep the difference. I can bring in like $1,000, and then I spend $500 to buy those back. Then I write another series of contracts for another $1,000, and I'm going to buy those back for $500, and I'm going to write another. Really? That's all I have to? Why doesn't everyone do this? Is this legal? I can't believe other people don't do this. The friends you're going to build are right here. You're going to learn, you're going to have a relationship with these people because they're doing what you're going to be doing. You're going to have a tough time talking to your best friends and relatives about that option trading thing because they're not doing it, and they won't be able to comprehend it because they're going, what's the catch? What's the catch? What's the catch? Rather than studying it, they'll go, what's the catch? What's the catch? If they studied it themselves, they'd go, this is interesting. Are you doing, is that what you're doing? I think I could do that too, can't I? Oh, yes, you can. But it takes a leap of faith. And this is why I say the leap of faith on your part, find $150, find $600, get 4 classes, whatever you got to do, take the classes one by one and hang out with this gang over here. Read what they have to say, follow the markets like we follow the markets, and figure it out for yourself if this is real or are we full of crap. And you decide. We've been doing this for coming up to 2 years. It'll be 2 years in 12 days. Oh my God. Or is it 9 days? I think I got to go back to my records. I can't remember the first day I went live. I have to take a look. But we're coming up to 2 years that I've been on the air every day during market hours, hanging out with you guys. And we started doing option writing discussions in about March, April, I think, of 2021. And it has changed lives around here. There are folks over here who are never going back. They're never going back to from where they've come from. Not a chance. Very exciting, very awesome. Thank you all for those of you who've joined us here the last 2 years. The number of you become members of this channel by hitting the join button. Right on. You can make comments here during market hours. Fantastic. And then those of you who've decided, you know what, Bruce, those classes are great, but I gotta hang out with you one-on-one because my situation is unique to my family. I'm looking after my mom and dad because they're getting on. I just inherited this dough, or I have a power of attorney over my mother's estate, and I don't want to screw this up. And she wants me to take over everything, and I don't know what to do. And I got 3 houses, and I should sell one. And what should I do with the money? And I got to talk to you, man. I got to talk to you one-on-one privately. And I don't want to talk to Auntie Mimi and Uncle Chester, because these people, they tell all the other relatives, and the next Thanksgiving dinner we have, everybody knows my business and they're all over me. And I don't want that. I want to talk to someone that isn't going to be here at Thanksgiving and hasn't talked to the relatives in the meantime. I really need the one-on-one private consultation. Well, I offer those as well. Those are $400 for an hour. Well worth your while, but only when you're ready. Okay. When it's time, you'll know. You'll contact me and say, Bruce, I need to talk to you one-on-one. And my account isn't that big, but I need to talk to you now because things are happening here in the next 6 months. Or I don't have a lot of money in the market right now, but I could put money into the market, but I need to be confident that what I'm doing is the right thing. And many of you who are watching me are female. The female viewership of this channel is one of the highest on all of YouTube. The number of people buying my classes are generally female. It's incredible how this works. The guys think they can do it themselves. I know it. I'll just watch a couple of videos on YouTube. That's how I'll do it. The gals are systematic, thorough, careful, and very disciplined. And they're not only disciplined in learning how to do this, they're disciplined in doing the option writing side of things. It's incredible to watch. Jennifer is so proud of the gals on this channel, the women who are here. So many of them are in their 30s to their 60s, and especially the 50s and 60-year-olds. These gals, they know time is clicking right now. It's getting faster. Time is moving faster, and your 20s are over, and it's time. It's go time now. It's time for you to set up your economic future, and no one is going to do it for you other than yourself. And while you're healthy and while you've got it together, it's time to build a base, an economic base from which to live the rest of your life on and look after your kids. And the number of gals in here is stunning. Many of the names you see here are female. You don't know that they're females, but they are. It's exciting. And I welcome all of you here, the guys, the girls, the couples, especially the couples. So many couples are here. And I commend you all. And let's just make a pile of money in this market. It's just being handed to you left and right and center. It's unbelievable. We're going to go right now to member-only chat mode. Please consider becoming a member of this channel if you could. It would be lovely to have you all join us. Would love to have you become members. We have 2 levels of membership: the chillin' with Uncle Bruce level, which is what, $10 a month or something like that. And then there's the gold bagel level, which is $24.99 or $25, something along those lines per month. And if you become a gold bagel member, you'll get all the benefits of the chillin' level, but you'll also be able to join me for the Trade Alert show every morning, which is before we even open up. So that's the 8 o'clock roughly Eastern time, and then we start the show at 8:30. You also get an exclusive invite every Wednesday evening to be a guest on Primetime with Uncle Bruce every Wednesday evening. That's 8 o'clock primetime Wednesday night, where you can ask me whatever you want about your accounts and your trading and your option strategies. Something you don't understand, something you need clarification on, whatever it might be. 129 thumbs up so far. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. Let me know what number you are. We're trying to hit 200 thumbs ups every morning show. For the last week, this show has been able to just about hit 200 thumbs ups before the opening bell, which is cool. It used to be after 2 hours, I finally get my 200 thumbs up. You guys are coming through with thumbs ups way sooner, and I really appreciate it, because the sooner we hit 200 thumbs ups and more, the more YouTube promotes this channel to the entire network out there, the entire universe. And the more people that understand what we're following, the more people will join us and take it higher. That's what we want. We want more people to understand why they should own GameStop, or why they should own some of these former SPACs we like to follow. The more people that follow us, the more we'll know. And there you have it. Thank you guys again for these thumbs ups. Who cares? Number 132, Bruce. You are going to go to 200 thumbs ups. You only need 68 more. And here's 132 for you. Thank you, my friend, for that. All of you who are able to hit the thumbs up button for us, it is much, much appreciated. Oh, so much fun out here. I think we're going to have fun. Shane is asking, should we write covered calls on Sofi right now? I say, no, you do not want to write any calls on Sofi. Sofi shares are about to have possibly a huge run, because in the next 10 days, 2 weeks, we're going to get the financials. And that's the fourth quarter financials coming out. They're going to talk about how big they are, how fast they're growing. They're going to have their conference call, and do not be surprised. Mr. Noto, the CEO, will be all over television. He'll be all over media. He'll be with the Wall Street Journal guys. He'll be with the New York Times guys. He'll be with the CNBC people. He'll be on Fox Business. He'll be covered by Bloomberg. He'll be covered by everybody on this fast-growing SoFi online bank. You do not want to be writing options against your stock right now. You do not. You want to be buying this stock right now. If you haven't already, if you haven't averaged down enough on your SoFi, this is the moment. You are running out of time, in my humble opinion. You are running out of time to take advantage of these low prices for this stock, because once the street figures it out, and I mean the part of Wall Street that doesn't know anything about these guys, they aren't able yet to put 2 and 2 together. That part of the street, which is 99% of the market, just 5% of those folks figure out what's going on SoFi. This stock is $20 a share. We're at $5.46 a share. You don't want to be writing options now. You want to be writing options between $20 and $25 a piece. Those are the strikes you want to write options on, and you want to be bringing in $2, $3 a contract, which is $200 to $300 a contract when you do write. In other words, you buy the stock at $545 for 100 shares, and you're going to be writing contracts that will bring in $250 to $300 a contract against your $545 purchase for the rest of your life. Unlike Mr. Takagi in Die Hard, who will not be joining us for the rest of his life. He didn't answer the fill-in-the-blank questions that we put to him. We counted to 3. There would not be a 4. And he just didn't answer the question. Cindy, number 140, Bruce. Thank you, Cindy, for number 140 thumbs ups. I know I can count on you guys. Larry, number 139. Thank you, my friend. We appreciate these thumbs ups, guys. We're down to 60 to go, and we have got 200 thumbs ups. Thank you, everyone. And let's get going. Oh, so much fun here. What else is going on? Folks are popping in saying hello from everywhere. So appreciated. Thank you again, those of you who are watching this channel. Also, my other channel, Traveling with Bruce. Appreciate that. You may want to watch some of my Traveling with Bruce videos, especially the ones where Jennifer and I traveled in Europe this past summer between May and July. We were on the road for 10 weeks. Traveling full-time while I was doing this on the road. For some of you, this is going to be a bit of a new normal for you. You're going to find out that by writing options full-time, you can write options from wherever you happen to be physically. All you need is an internet connection. So if you're on a cruise ship and you've got internet on the cruise ship, you can write options from there. If you're in London Paddington Station, or you're in London St. Pancras Station, and you're getting ready to go on the Euro-rail train to Paris or to Amsterdam, you can write options off the train. It doesn't matter. As long as you got internet, you're in business. This is a whole new existence for some of you folks. Jen and I were on the road doing the show. As you know, I don't trade stocks and options. I'm just a commentator, but I have to be live during market hours to help you guys figure out what's going on. And we could do that. I can do YouTube transmissions from anywhere in Europe, including Vienna, Munich, Berlin, Hamburg, Amsterdam, London, Edinburgh, Zurich, Lugano, Switzerland, and Zermatt, Switzerland. We were able to do these shows from these various locations around the planet over there. And I've made a bunch of videos about all of these places, and you can just check them out and see, oh, look at that lifestyle. That would be interesting. Now, remember, I'm 67 years of age. I'm an ancient guy. I'm not paragliding. I'm not bungee jumping. Jen and I aren't going down, crazy roller coaster rides. Whatever you want to do on your holidays is your business. We just went over to Europe as seniors, and Jen had a bad hip and a bad knee doing it, and we still got to enjoy a good chunk of the best of Europe. Hey, it can be done. Whether your dream is to go to Portugal and Spain and Italy, whether your dream is to go to Mallorca, your dream is to see France and Belgium, it doesn't matter, man. You can take your phone, your big ass iPad, your laptop with you. You're in business. Oh, and by the way, the markets in Europe are open much later than around here. So it's afternoon, evening trading as opposed to first thing in the morning trading. That might work for you. That might just suit your needs. On the other hand, you might decide, no, Bruce, I want to go to Tokyo. I want to see Japan. I want to see Singapore. I want to go to Australia. I want to see New Zealand. Well, that's all right. You can trade from there too. They have internet. It's not a problem. You'll adjust your market timing accordingly and you'll be just fine. Thank you all so much for all your kind words. Jennifer's doing great. Her hip is coming around. This Thursday, it'll be 3 weeks since her replacement surgery. Thank you to all of you who made donations to our cause to help her with this. It's been very helpful. It's helped compensate part of the cost of the entire procedure. We love you for that. And we're going to do another one next year. The other one has to be done. So it's one of two, and we're on it, and she's coming around, and we're looking good. Larry Titus will hit the bells in about a minute, and we're going to start trading for the day, and we'll see what we've got going here. As far as I can tell you right now, the last minute of pre-market, we'll take a look here at how the markets seem to be doing. I think the Dow is off 110, and I got S&P just down 6 points. It's a nothing burger here. We're down 34 in S&P. We're barely down 0.3 of a percentage point, really. There's nothing happening. We're up $1 on crude oil. GameStop is at 20.50, kind of unchanged to start the session. So not much happening there. We'll see how all of it changes here in the next minute as Larry gets ready to hit the bells. Brian, Bruce, I am number 160 on your thumbs up meter, buddy. You only need 40 more thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. Hit that thumbs up button for us right now. Get us to 200 ASAP. We're about to open for trading. Let's get to 200 today. Thank you all so very much for your support. Zed, I'm 161. Larry, bells are ringing, buddy. We're up and firing on all cylinders this morning. Welcome one, welcome all to another fun week. It's a short week, Tuesday to Friday. This is, after all, Tuesday. Let's see what happens on the day. I do appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. And again, thanks for the support. It is much appreciated. All right. Well, let's see how it starts off. We'll figure it out. The markets will tell us just where they're at and where we're headed. We've got GameStop at 2049 right now, down actually 2050, up a penny. I got the Dow off about 48 points, nothing serious there. Here's something, headline: why retire if you could work remotely and travel freely? Some older Americans are embracing the digital nomad life. I think they're talking about me. Don't you think they're talking about me? I mean, that sounds like they're talking about me. But maybe they aren't. Maybe they're talking about some other kind of life that exists. How could there be? There could not be any other life other than the one we have here. Writing options and going out and enjoying life. I don't know. We'll see. Interesting stuff. There's an interesting article there. Anyway, there you go. Fun time. Fabulous. You could become one of those people at age 40. How about at age 38, at age 51? Don't have to wait till you're 65, 70. Let's go now. Can be done. 2049 on GameStop is what I'm showing on my one machine. Now I'm showing it at 2070. So you try to tell me what it's really doing. It's all over the map right now. I got the Dow, I think, is off 43 points. That's what I think it is. Maybe 54 now. GameStop 2074, maybe up a quarter. Is that right? ATIP 42.7 cents. Looks like it's up something. Or is this from Friday? I can't even tell you. Maybe I don't have a trade yet. Sorry, folks. It's only 2 minutes in, and I have to wait a while for my systems to catch up. I think, however, Tesla is up $4.60 to $127. I'm not surprised to see it. Kind of been expecting a bit of a run on the old Tesla here. We'll see what's going on. Dean is saying, back from vacation in the Dominican Republic, we became grandparents on the 8th. The market was great last week. What a great year. Right on, Dean. Congratulations, Dean, from Alex. Fantastic stuff. Beautiful job. We're down 53 on the Dow here. GameStop 2088 up 39. Tesla 127.35 down 495. We've got Sofi 541, just 3 pennies lower. Apple's up 22 cents to 134.98. HPQ down 13, Google down 30 cents, Moderna down 242, Cisco down 8 cents, Pfizer a couple of dollars lower apparently, 45.84. A little drop there. Downgraded at Wells Fargo, citing COVID reset. That might be a little overreaction there. We'll see what happens as the day wears on here. A bit of a bargain at 45.90. One never knows. Those out there who have written options on Pfizer may find this morning's prices to be unable to resist, unresistible to score back some cheap calls. Definitely want to check those out and get ready to write additional calls maybe later today. Let's see how this plays out. Interesting. 45.84. IBM 146.80 up 91 cents. Microsoft down 40 cents. ME is down 2.5. Rocket Lab's up 11 to 508. Matterport is up a couple of cents. SmartRent up 2. Spire's up 3 to 129. Cyxtera up 2 cents right now. Amazon up 14 cents. Home Depot up 12. It's fractional moves. We're down 84 on the Dow Jones right now. GameStop 2101 looking a little better at up 52 cents. Thank you very much. Those deep in the money calls you all have are becoming much more valuable, and I like that the most. That is the most important thing in your portfolios, is the value of your account rising as the stock rises. You're always looking at rollover opportunities, but don't be in a hurry. Just take your time. ATIP is trading at 43 cents. So we are trading at 43 cents. We're up 0.2 of a penny this morning on 29,000 shares. It looks like so far. It was as low as 42.4, as high as 43. That's where we are right now, 43 cents on ATIP. Tesla 127 a share, up $4.60. Those of you who haven't written options yet, who are looking to write options on Tesla, you want to see if the Tesla wants to break 130, and then you're looking at writing 135s or 140s several months out for big, fat, juicy premiums. If you can get your hands on $20 a contract or better, even better way to go. You want to bring in some bucks. If you've already written calls, you might be looking at rollover scenarios. Again, that's nothing to be afraid of. You look at rollovers at higher strikes further out, more money in your pocket. Say thank you, sir. May I have another? Sofi is up a penny, 5.46. Apple up 58 cents. We're popping up a bit there. Dow is still down 101 on the morning session. We have S&P up just 1/10 of a point, maybe, and Nasdaq down 9. So the Dow is off on by itself, all lower by itself. The other two indexes seem to want to go higher. They seem to, or they just don't want to back off like the Dow backed up. But this is nothing on the Dow. 120 points. It's a nothing burger. 0.37 of a percentage point. It's a nothing. Anyway, there you go. Giddy up, kids. Giddy up. What else is going on? H. Gregory, Bruce, I'm number 166 on your thumbs up meter. Wasn't Rocket Lab last week in the $4 range? Now it's in the $5 range. Deep value. There's 29,000 GameStop calls with $900 strike that die this week. Giddy up. They were probably written a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Bobby, yep. Bobby under 4. Joe K. Dean is one of my oldest buds in the world. Congratulations, my brother. Brian, deep value investing, those were bought back during the run-ups, I believe it. Beach Boy, Dean, wow, congrats. Became a grandpa myself this year. Have you been to Punta Cana by any chance? Brian, back when the stock was over 300, 900, wasn't that far off. Matt, thanks. Nick H., I've been doing some research on platforms of struggling. Why I've been delaying doing options, but I will check international brokers if that's what you're using. Mandu number 5. Bruce, I am thumbs up 167, 33 more, and you got 200 thumbs ups. Fantastic. Dean, thanks all. That's where we went. Punta Cana, sun all week long. Matt, yes, I use it. It's quite tricky getting started as they ask you to jump through a lot of hoops. Reddit searches help me with that. Beach Boy, deep value, all those gamblers expecting to go to the moon. Giddy up. We have now the Dow off 116. We've got GameStop at 20.70, up 21 cents. ATIP at 42, down 7/10 of a penny. Tesla 126.33, up 3.93. SoFi 5.44, down a penny. Apple up 28 to 135.04. HBQ at 27.72, down 18 cents. Google down 128 to 91.52. Moderna down 2.05 to 189.95. Cisco down 20 cents. Pfizer down $1.67, coming back already. IBM 146.96 up 107. Microsoft down 86 cents. ME down 4.5 to 237.5. Rocket Lab up 14 cents. 511. Matterport 308.5 down 2.5. Smart Rent down 2 cents, 275 a share. Spire now 131 a share, up a nickel, coming on again. Sixtera 234 down 1 penny. Amazon down 53 cents. Home Depot down 54. Netflix down 7.97 to 324.85. Vanik Semiconductors up 48 cents. Adobe down 23 cents. Goldman Sachs down 9.50. Boeing down 160. Meta down 81 cents. Over at Royal Caribbean, up a dime. We've got, let's take a look here. Target up 17. JP Morgan down 2.34. Costco up $1. Walmart down 24. Disney up 15 cents. Nvidia up 4.15. American Airlines down 12 to 16.90. It's fractional moves up and down. The Dow now down 150 points. S&P down 6. NASDAQ down 37. That's where we're at right at the moment. Thank you all for being here. John Anderson, good morning, everybody. Good morning, John Anderson. Beach Boy Dean, which resort? Not Club Med by any chance? Beach Boy knows that area well. Right on. Welcome to the party, pals. GameStop 2069 up just 20 cents. Hector, Roblex has a positive earnings report. Options Nomads. We just got back from spending a few days in Guadalajara, Mexico. What a beautiful area. Oh, isn't it lovely to travel? Is it just great to go traveling when you want to go traveling and visit places you've never been before? It's kind of nice, isn't it? Yes, it is. Fool of a Took, Bruce. 172 on your thumbs up meter. Option Nomads, 173 on your options meter, on your thumbs up meter. 27 left to get to 200 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for helping us out with thumbs ups right now. Just as we got started here on the day, we're pushing 177 now. We need 23 more thumbs ups, and we'll have 200 to start the day. Thank you all very much. GameStop 2049 unchanged. The high of the day on GameStop hit 2110, and it's now back to 2049. It is unchanged. Dow down 177. ATIP 41 cents on the nose, down 1.7 cents. Tesla 125.33 up 293. SoFi down 7 cents. Apple down 48. HPQ down 12. So selling wave has come through. We're watching to see how serious it is. Find out. 177 on the Dow, 8-point drop on S&P, and 48 on NASDAQ. This is a nothing burger. This is a nothing burger on the negative side. We're down 0.5 point on the Dow, 0.2 of a percentage point on S&P, and 0.37 on NASDAQ. Nothing much going on. GameStop just popped back a dime. 20.59 on GameStop. Tesla up 335. Definitely green over there. Giddy up, kids. Welcome to the party, pal. Another day of option premiums, and viewers of this channel, more and more of these viewers are now self-employed, not working for anybody anymore. They're writing options as their profession, as their full-time jobs, and a number of you folks are starting to travel. And I could not be more proud and excited for you guys. You've broken away from the chain of those cubicles and those little desks and those crappy computers and the attitudes and all the prejudices and all the nonsense. Now, some of you left good jobs. Some of you left places you liked being at, but you like this more. That has definitely been happening here. And I'm very excited for you guys who are really experiencing a whole new world that has been waiting for you, and now you're getting a part of it yourself. Joe K, Matt, definitely check out International Brokers video tutorials, as it's not the most intuitive platform, but you won't find cheaper fees anywhere else. I mean, dirt cheap, so worth giving it a try. Pulse Guitar is here. Who else likes making money from the toilet? I mean, come on. You can take this thing. You can take this thing anywhere. I mean, come on, man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Down 134 on the Dow. We're up 17 cents on GameStop. We're down 1.7 cents on ATIP at 41 even. Tesla 127.24 up 484. It's climbing again. SoFi 540, just down 3 cents. Apple and positive again, up 17 cents, just turned green. HPQ is only down 6 cents at 27.85. Google now 186 on the downside, 90.94. Moderna down 146. Cisco down 16. Pfizer down 162. IBM up 82 cents. Microsoft down $1.07. Pfizer, Splair, Pulse, it's enjoyable. Definitely enjoyable. Bobby, this guy, love the T office rights. Love the T office rights. Zeta State, Uncle Bruce, National Bank is offering free trading. Just received an alert. I'm sure if this is a permanent or it's a promo. Yeah. That's a question. Something that's free can't last forever, and there may be all kinds of caveats. It probably doesn't cover options trades, but look into it. Keep an eye on it and just kind of watch it and see what others how they react to it. We'll see if that's got anything to it. We're down 176 on the Dow. We're up 6 on GameStop. Tesla up 446. Pulse Guitar. JJ's going, way to go. Pulse Guitar. Dean, a resort was Tropical Princess Deluxe. Quite nice. I will go again if these options keep working for us, says Dean. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce. If a month ago I wrote on a rollover, GameStop May 17s and March 18s, is it worth it to roll again? Again, keep an eye on your premiums, on your option chain. Notice this morning how GameStop is quite volatile here. It's what now, 14 minutes into the session here. We're up 17 cents. We were over 21. I'm kind of wondering if we're going to go down today. I don't know if we keep going up. I really don't know. Volume on GameStop is now 466,000. So it's an okay opening. It's not like incredibly lights out opening. It's nothing like that. It's 115,000 pre-split. So, not crazy. But at 20.55 right now, up 6 cents. Obviously, they've given up some room already. Your calls are obviously dropping in value because of time. These are, after all, Marches. But the key now is if the shares have a dip into the 1950 neighborhood, 1925, you're going to take a look at those 1750 18s and see if it's worth your while to shift into April or May's, but move up into 19 or 20s and see if financially it makes sense for you. A gain on the deal. Just no rush. There is no rush here. JR, making money from the toilet. Is this what they mean by a short squeeze? Paul's Guitar, short is questionable. Nick Clappin, BW, why wear a power suit to work when you can work in power PJs? I love that too. Beach Boy, Dean, nice. Have you gone to the lobster place by the water? Bobby, might be free if you had a cash value in the account. Of course, Questrade plays that game, I believe. Dean, Zeta State National Bank is $6.95 per option, but stock trading is free in Canada, so the options are not worth it. JR, BW, I try that, but the wife still thinks I look like I'm not working until I show her the returns on my options. Zeta State, Dean, I think IBK is a better value. There you go. Yeah, $6.95 a trade per contract. Ooh, that's bad. That is really vicious. In this world, that is ridiculous. You want to definitely shop for a better deal than that. Well, the Dow is down 157. The S&P is gone green. It's up a half a point. NASDAQ down only 10 points. This market wants to go higher. I'm telling you, overall, the market wants to go higher. GameStop is now up 33 cents, it would seem. ATIP at 41.2 now, 0.2 of a penny better off here, down 1.5 instead of 1.7 cents. Tesla, 127.34, up 4.94, pushing a $5 gain on your Tesla today. SoFi, 5.42, down a penny. Apple, 135.30, up 54 cents. HBQ, 27.87, down 4 cents. Google down 141, Moderna down 125, Cisco down 13, Pfizer down 162. IBM is green, 94 cents, and Microsoft only off 33 cents. Not much to worry about there. ME down 4. Rocket Lab is now up 18 to 5.15. 5.15 on Rocket Lab, up 18 cents. We're down 1 penny on Matterport. We're down 2.5 on SmartRent. And Spire down 2 and Cyxtera up 6. So there's some mixed bag markets there, with the Dow down 159. Not anything serious going on whatsoever. Keep an eye on the S&P and the NASDAQ as they seem to be wishing to go higher. S&P now up a quarter of a point, NASDAQ down about 9 or 10 points. That's where I see where we're at the moment. I just don't see a massive sell-off in the cards. Not looks like it's not happening. Giddy up. Goldman Sachs and Travelers are the losers of the Dow at the moment. We'll see if that lasts much longer as the day continues on. Marcus, Bruce, I am thumbs up 181. You're 19 away from 200. Dean, yes, indeed. I want to switch to IBK. Just ask Joe K. That's what he uses. BW. JR, hiya, what's up there, JR from DW. Beach Boy, JR, remember to wash your hands. Brian, oil is almost $81 a barrel, says Brian. Yeah, 80.94, up $1 today. Wishful thinking if you think it's going to the stratosphere. That's my opinion, of course. 2088 on the GameStop, up 39 cents. Tesla, 127.56, up 516. On Tesla, 516 gain. We're pushing the high of the day right about now. Looking very good here. 127.89 is the high. 127.70 last trade. Looking very good on Tesla today. I think 130 is in the neighborhood for us. Not too far from here. Sofi just went green, 545. Apple is still green, up 50 cents a share. That's what we got. And Brian, headline, Goldman posts its worst earnings miss in a decade as revenues fall. Yeah, there's mixed headlines on this. That is a clickbait headline, but remember, they announced big layoff numbers already, and the street liked it. This is something to keep in mind. They're not in trouble. They're not losing money. They're just not making as much. Now they're going to make more net profit by cutting expenses. They're all right. The Dow down 167. GameStop up 28. Tesla up 502. We're up 0.4 on S&P. We're down 10 points on NASDAQ. That's what I see right now. Thank you all for joining in. We have 185 thumbs up, so we need 15 more, and we've got 200 for the morning show. Thank you all for coming together on it and helping me out to get there. It is much appreciated. Thank you all. So very, very much. Like I said, if Tesla wants to keep going, great. I would really not be surprised if we reach this 140 to 160 neighborhood. This will be, I think, the next level of range, depending on headlines and depending on news events and depending on this and that. But Tesla's 103 number might be in the rearview mirror. And we may well be now on our way higher. And again, we've been way oversold, and it's still way oversold. There's a lot of buyers who would like to scoop this up if they know for sure it's going. And now at 126.88, it's looking better all the time. All right. What else is going on? JR, wow, I heard about this, the tech big boys and the layoffs. That's got to hurt. They were saying that Meta will lay off about 14% of their workforce, and many of those are here on work visas. Well, the United States government is not interested in being proactive on work visas. What do you expect? The thing that blows my mind is America allowing themselves to be this inefficient. This is political, of course. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. This is all politics. But the reality is that the folks who are employed by the big tech firms out of California, basically, are making big money, and they pay a lot of taxes. I mean, if you're a foreign national and you're working here, you're getting deducted at source. It's not like these people can hide their income tax. They get deducted before they get paid. The United States government gets way more money in from every national that comes here than they're paying out to process the application form. These folks who live in California, they get a car, they get a place to live, they buy food, they go for the resorts and the attractions. They're spending all kinds of money. This means economic boom time here, and taxation for California and the cities in California, including the federal government. This is a win-win, but America blows it. America makes it so difficult for these people to get in here that they have choices. And there's a lot of folks from overseas who say, well, I have an offer with 5 companies. I can join Apple in Cupertino, but it might take a year to get approved. Or I can join XYZ company in Zurich. Or I can join this company in Frankfurt. I can join this company in London. I can join that company in Paris. I can join this company in Singapore. I can go to that company in Sydney. I can join these Canadian companies in Calgary or Vancouver or Toronto. Why would I only look at Apple and Cupertino or Oracle or Google? Why bother? And if I'm not made to feel welcome, why would I go? What am I? I'm not an idiot, I'm a software creator. I got some smarts here. I'm educated. I've already been on vacation to the United States. I've already been on vacation to Europe. It's not like I've never been there before. These folks have been around and they're not being made to feel welcome in certain countries. Well, they're not coming back. And this is the loss for those of our countries that blow it. Now, in Canada's case, I have to admit, Canada has been aggressively seeking overseas employees that can work this kind of job. Canada wants them dearly. And Canada has tried as hard as they can to make it as easy as possible to get them in. But there are still inefficiencies even up here. And I'm sure there are inefficiencies in France, Germany, Sweden, the UK. I'm sure of it. But what are you going to do? You got to go with where you can get the best deal. One more thing. We got GameStop back to 2085. Matthew is in thumbs up 185.86. And Beach Boy, has Tesla hit 127? It's actually 128. Tesla's now 128.23. Splair, I'm number 128 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you very much. But we are over 180 on the thumbs up meter. And now, introducing live on the air, you will see the hand coming into wave very shortly. Auntie Jen Jr. is in the house. How you doing there, Auntie Jen Jr.?
Good morning.
How was your long weekend?
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was nice.
And Auntie Jen looks to be doing okay.
She's doing great.
She's doing great. Yeah. She's getting better all the time.
Doing her physio again this morning.
She's doing that. She's going to physio today and Thursday again. Can't wait.
Yeah.
She's getting stronger and she's doing more things for herself.
Yes.
Than what we used to have to do. We used to have to run around for every little thing. Now she does it herself. And she's getting her independence back, which she loves. And we're proud of her. We're really excited.
She wishes it could be faster.
Yes, as anyone would in that position. Yeah, it is definitely better. Yes. DQ AJJ. Hector Uncle Bruce, is this January market pop temporary? Shelve your advantage or fear the upside? We were oversold in December. It's a little better. We'll see. The Dow's down 170. We haven't had a big bunch of moves so far, so it's kind of quiet. Look at that GameStop, 2094 up 45 cents. ATIP back to 42. Tesla 128.28 up 588. Sofi up 8 cents. Giddy up, kids. Apple up 46. Beach Boy, go Tesla, go. DA True to Bagel Hands. Splair 128 on Tesla. Splair, I was 40 or something in that area. Beach Boy, the hand. Touch grass, our favorite hand model. There you go. I took out bagels this morning from the freezer.
Oh, okay.
The others were a little tired, so I let them go.
Okay.
But yeah, I took them out this morning. They should be mostly thawed by now. Whatever, you figured out, of course. Okay. But I think to start the week, being Tuesday, I think we go the old traditional route with the old grape jelly routine. This is my mother's
prediction.
Your mother predicted it.
Yeah, she's right every time.
She's kind of accurate on it.
She even knew when you were going to go scrambled eggs. I was pretty impressed.
She knew. She could sense it. She could. It's kind of like Luke Skywalker, and then like the bad guy, Darth Vader. He went, sister, your sister. If you won't do it, your sister will do it. And then, of course, all hell broke loose.
Does that make me Leia in this metaphor?
Does this make you Leia? I don't know
We'll
about that.
figure-
I'm
we'll
not sure.
think
Are
about
we?
that.
Well, no, we're not brother and sisters. That'd
No,
be kind of creepy.
That'd be worse.
That'd be really worse. No. We'll leave the movies over there. We'll leave
No
New Life
Star
over
Wars.
there.
Back-
No Star Wars. No, back
We
to
tried.
that. But
Good.
yeah, let's try the
I
old
can make it happen.
grape jelly thing. Thank you
I'll be right back.
so very much, folks. Give me 200 thumbs up before she gets back. Help her out. Show her how much you care. Show her how much you enjoy her company. We have 189 thumbs ups. We need 11 more. Come on, people. Find 11 thumbs ups out there for us, and let's hit 200 before the bail shows up. I appreciate this so much, all of you. Thank you for being here, following us. We're down 186 on the Dow, but we're up on the S&P and we're up on NASDAQ. The Dow is all by itself. It's all by itself. This won't last. This will not last. You can thank Goldman Sachs for the drop off and Travelers, the bank stocks, but this won't last. This is very temporary. We're up 114 on oil, $81 on the nose. What else is going on here? We've got GameStop at 20.83, up 34 cents. This force is strong with Andy Jan Jr. ATIP 42 cents. Tesla 128.40, up $6. SoFi 552, up 7 cents. Go SoFi, go. Apple 135.20, up 44. HPQ down just 23 cents. Google down 98. Moderna down 227. Cisco down 26. Pfizer still down 171 a share. IBM up 73. Microsoft up 50 cents this morning. It's gone green. Microsoft was red this morning. ME is about to go green. It's down 1/2 of a penny, and that's it. Looking at the rest of our favorite former SPACs, Rocket Lab 510 up 13, Matterport 313.5 up 2.5, SmartRent 277.5 up 0.5 penny, Spire unchanged 126, Cyxtera up 10 cents 245. They're green over there, kids. They're green. So is SoFi. We got green on our former SPACs going on again. Not bad. 188 the dip on the Dow, with GameStop 2086 and Tesla 128.63, up 623. This is the high of the day territory on your Tesla shares. Giddy up, kids. I like it. Good stuff. Deuce Caboose, I am number 197 on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. If JPM says SoFi is $6, it has to be at least $6. Come on, $6. Let's go, JP Morgan. Come on, baby. Giddy on up on SoFi. Let's have a run. 552, up 7 cents at le moment. That's what we've got right now on SoFi. It would be lovely to break 6, and then beyond that, even lovelier. We'll take it. 554, up a dime on SoFi. The high of the day is just being breached here. It's looking good. We'll take it and run with it. Like I said, the end of the month, the earnings come out for SoFi. The end of the month, the numbers come out for the fourth quarter, and they're having their conference call. They can't wait to talk about how they're doing. They can't wait to tell us how many new members they've added on to the system. They can't wait to tell us all the new trading platforms and all the new services that they're offering. And Anthony Noto is going to be all over the media talking about SoFi. He's been buying stock himself, filing constant insider reports, buying up the stock. You don't think it's going to sit at 556, do you? Really? Do you? No, it's not going to be down here much longer. Get ready for a run. 129 on your Tesla, kids. 129 on your Tesla. We're going for 130, 35. Like I said, this gives you opportunities to write contracts in the 135, 140 neighborhood for big premiums. Go shopping for those on the options chains and put in stink offers and take big money. Giddy up. I love it. Tesla going from 130. 129.17 on Tesla. It's climbing. 2084 on GameStop. The Dow only down 147, now down apparently 118. It's coming on. S&P up 11 points, NASDAQ up 38. The market is turning green now, and the Dow is slowly getting with the program. It's getting the memo. A little behind reading the memo, but it's coming. 2092 on GameStop, up 40 3 centinos. 129.43 on Tesla, heading for 130 and beyond. 556 up 12 cents on Sofi. Apple up $1.04. HPQ only down 12 cents. Google down only 70 now. Moderna down 186. Cisco's only off 12 cents. Pfizer down 147. It also is coming back. IBM up 106. Microsoft up 87. ME is green, up a half a penny now at 242 and a half. Rocket Lab 521, up 24 cents. Matterport up 3.5. SmartRent up a half, and Spire up 2 cents. Cyxtera up 11. Amazon only down 70 cents. It's coming on. Home Depot is green, up 215. Netflix is coming back, only down 350. Vanik is green, 245. Adobe is green, 428 gain. Goldman still down on the day, 1546, a delayed double reaction on the down dip here. 358.10 is a lower at 358.70. That won't last much longer. We'll see if that turns. Might be an opportunity there. Boeing down 203 at 212. It's had such a great run the last month. Meta down only 36 cents. It's coming back. Even AMC is up. AMC common shares are up 13. The prefs are up a dime. 24 cent gain. The combined units are $6.82, maybe something like that. Royal Caribbean up 56 cents to 64.04. Bed Bath Beyond up 22 cents to 3.88. That's just so scary. Stay away. Carvana 7.53 up 51 cents. Don't know why. Robinhood up 6 cents. BlackBerry up 26. We got Target up 27 cents. JP Morgan down 2.43, but coming on. Costco's up 4.79. Walmart is up 7. Disney's up 1.36. Nvidia up 5.87. American Airlines only down 6. The markets are turning green everywhere right now, except the Dow Jones, still down 122, but only down 122. Not that bad. We're up almost 14 on S&P. We're up 56 on NASDAQ right now. There you have it. Oil up 117 to 81.03. Giddy up, kids. Let's see what else is going on. Robert, now this is why I bought SoFi when it was under $5. It's heading for 6, baby. Deuce Caboose, I need ATP to grip it and rip it. Deuce Caboose, let the big dog eat it here. Go SoFi. 200, 200. I don't know what that means. I hit that 200, Uncle Bruce. I hit 200. I hit the 200. No, he's got more than 200,000. SoFi's got 300,000 or more. I'm not sure what he's hitting here. I'm dying to know. Let's see, 2092 on GameStop, up 43 cents. We're up to 42 cents now on ATIP. Tesla 129.62, up to 722. Robert is throwing the thumbs up out there. Thank you, guys. We are at 201. Thank you so much for 201 thumbs ups. Bobby Atkinson has made a notification. He is a 10-month Gold Bagel member now. 10 months of knowledge and bagel chewing. Right on, pal. Thank you so much for that following of yours, being a member of our channel. Go SoFi. 200 thumbs ups, man. You got 200 likes. Thank you, SoFi. Go SoFi. Thanks there, Nick. I appreciate letting me know. Alex, 200 thumbs up, people. He's done it. Anti-Gen Jr. will come back, and there will be 200 thumbs ups plus. And thank you all for helping out. As always, 202 are now in the house, and they keep on coming in. Thank you, guys. We do appreciate it very much. It helps the channel. It really does. We're at $20.95 on the GameStop, going for $21. Tesla, $129.80, going for $130. We're going for $130 on Tesla. The high today, $129.91. 44 million traded. We're going for $130 on Tesla. It's going to go past that. It'll go past that. SoFi, $5.58, up 14 cents on your SoFi, kids. On 6.2 million, it's climbing. The high of the day, right here, right now, heading for 560 and beyond. Apple, 136.32, up $1.56. Apple is climbing. Indeed, we have more green showing up, $1.10 gain on Microsoft. We're up 4 on ME. Rocket Lab up 26. Matterport is up 4.5. SmartRent up 2.5. Spire up 3 cents. Cyxtera up 12. All the former SPACs we follow are green and climbing. 2103 on your GameStop now. 2103 up 54 cents a share. Watch those deep in the money $10 calls. They're worth 1103 plus a little bit of premium. They're probably trading at over 12 bucks a piece now. Not bad. Not bad at all. If you've been buying in the $8, $9 neighborhood and writing against them, nice going. Nice going. Keep it up. Fun times. 42.5 cents on ATIP. It's climbing here. We're only off 1/5 of a penny on 75,000. It got down to 41 cents. It's now back 42.5. ATIP might go green any moment. Very interesting. 129.75 on Tesla. 558 on Sofi. Lame duck. I am number 204 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you so much, Lorraine. I was back there at 140. Thank you, Lorraine, for helping out. We've got 200 thumbs ups, 204 thumbs ups. We did it, baby. Thank you all for helping out today on this thumbs up meter, and just keep it coming in. We're at $21 on GameStop. We're up 51 cents. The Dow's only down 126. S&P up 12. NASDAQ up 52. But oil is backing up. It's only up $1.02 a barrel right now. Interesting trading patterns today, isn't it? Giddy up is what we like to say. Welcome to the party, everybody. The option writing party. This is where you can make money in a bear market. Oh, it's so good. It's just so good. Congratulations, all of you guys. Apparently, Apple is launching faster MacBook Pro laptops with new custom chips. Headline, company also upgraded its Mac Mini for better performance. Interesting stuff. I love this MacBook Pro I have here. I'm so happy with it. It's such a machine. It is a real good runner. And I've been able to work this thing hard, and it has no trouble keeping up at all. It's absolutely fabulous. All right, we've got Jen Jr. here. I want to show you something, Jen Jr. Look at this thumbs up meter count right down here.
Oh.
210.
That's like 30 up since I left.
That's right. I told him, I said, when she comes back, we should have over 200 thumbs up. And she's done it. Here are the bagels from Jen Jr. Thank you so much. Let me go live here. You can see there's her hands right there. There they are. Oh, yes, baby. Look at that. Ooh,
Very hard to see my hands on screen.
It's so exciting. Thank you so much. Oh, I love this. We are loving life, and we're hanging right on in there. The Dow's up, the Tesla's up. Tesla 130.14. We're through 130 on Tesla.
It was the bagel.
Yay! It was the bagel.
It was the bagel.
It was Jen Jr. and the bagel that did
That's
it.
what it is.
And I haven't even chomped on it yet. How about that?
It's going to get even better.
It's going to get even better. Thank you, Jen Jr. Have a
Good morning,
wonderful
Mom.
morning.
See
See you later. That's right. Guys, you got to love this. Cheers to everybody. The bagel. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is working out. Bruce, Ryan wants to know, I have a GameStop cover call. April, strike price $16.25. Now, I sold it for $365. It's now selling for $690. I'm too poor to roll this over. I guess I have no choice but to fold my arms. Well, there's no rush here. Stock's $21.11. With a $7 price, let's round it up to $7. That means you add $7 to the $16.25, and what do you get? $23.25. And that means that the contract is still trading at $2+ of time value, and the book value, which of course is the difference between $16.25 and $21.10. So it's about $4.90 in book value, and the rest is time value. So the time value will depreciate out, and that's assuming the stock stays at 21. I'm happy to see it 21 because I know, Brian, you're sitting on deep in the money calls, and you're not crying that much. You're doing just fine. But right now, you can either sit tight with what you have and let the stock, it'll move up slowly but surely. The contract will move up slowly but surely from 690 to 695 to 10 to 7 to 710. But the deep in the money call will go up faster. So you're gaining value. Even if you got taken out, you don't care. You get taken out, you go, thank you. Thank you for taking me out. I got 365 in cash. I get 1625 for the stock. That's 1980 on a 21 stock. No big deal. I've made money on it. I still have my deep in the money call. I'm short the stock. I'll just buy the stock back when I'm good and ready, and I'll write a new call. Even if you buy the stock right away at 2110, let's say, you're now going to write 22s or 23s for April or May for a $3-4 premium again. And you're going to say, okay, come and get me at $21, $22 a share plus 4. Take me out with a $26 price. I'm okay with that. My deep in the money calls are 10s. At $26 a share, that's a $16 book value. Take me. Come on. I'm okay with this. I'll get richer one way or the other. Not a big deal. But right now, yeah, fold your arms. It's okay. I'm showing the Dow down 125, S&P up 12, NASDAQ up 55. Tesla 129.87. Sofi up 20 cents, 564. Lovely. Lovely. Folks are talking about different trading strategies and positions and what have you. We're watching this market, fascinating market. We're green on the Dow and NASDAQ. We're negative on the. We're green on S&P and NASDAQ. We're negative on the Dow, but that can't last. Sooner or later, one way or the other, we win out. The buyers win out or the sellers win out. We'll see how it grinds out as the day wears on. Oil is falling. $80.82 on oil. GameStop 2101. Tesla 129.31. Rocket Lab 521. Lovely. Matterport's up 6. Right on. 143-point drop on the Dow. Welcome, one and all. The bagels have arrived. I'm chomping away. Nice to see you here. Thank you for 200 plus thumbs ups already. We're watching this market. It's a mixed bag. Some markets are up, some are down. We'll see how the trend goes. ATIP is green. Sofi 567. Giddy up. 2108 on GameStop. 2938 on Tesla. 42.8 on ATIP, up a tenth of a penny. Okay. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. There we go. Alex, Bruce, why do you think SoFi's been climbing the last couple of weeks? Was it simply oversold, earnings anticipation, shorts unwinding? It's a combination of everything. Everything you're talking about. The entire markets have been up this last 2 weeks. European markets are higher. North American markets are higher. The tax loss selling is over, and SoFi's growth numbers and growth, the speed of new members coming in is being noticed, and it's having an effect. Fool of a Took says, Brian, I'm in a similar boat. Last week I bought back some April 15s for $6.80. I'd sold them for $4 in an attempt to roll, but there was nothing in May that was really worth rolling into. Made my move too early, I guess, since I didn't have a good mover in mind, or I made it too late since I waited for the contract to move to up to 280 before buying back. I'm not sure. I still have a lot to learn with rollovers. Really haven't pulled off a successful one yet. Let's go. Yeah, looking at the chart, Bruce, Alex saying that SoFi has been a steady climber since Christmas. Brian, Alex, it seems like most of the market is slowly climbing. I mean, GameStop's up over $5 in like a week. I feel like tax loss sellers might be buying back in. Brian, a fool of a took. I need to be locking a month further or more out when you do buybacks. Make sure you sell again for at least $1 higher than you bought back for. That's what I was looking for, a similar strike. Lame duck, Brian, do a diagonal rollover. We're at 20.94 on the GameStop now. We're at 129.30 on Tesla, 569 on SoFi, up another couple of pennies. 136.68 on Apple, up 192. We have a lot of volatility, a lot of fluctuating going on, a lot of movement going on, and it's entertaining as always, isn't it? So entertaining. We're up 11 on S&P, up 49 on the NASDAQ, down 147 on the Dow Jones. Wonderful, wonderful. Mm. 2101 on GameStop. Welcome all to the show. People are conversing back and forth about some ideas here. Fool of a Took saying that the premiums a month later were only like 15 cents higher, though, when you're trying to do a rollover. The thing is, you have to be willing to look 2 and 3 and 4 months further forward if you must. And keep in mind, if you are buying back a call that's, say, a 16, and you want to write an 18, and you can only break even on that trade, that's still a win. You're $200 richer on the premium build, on the strike price build from 16 to 18. It's better to be sitting on an $18 call than a $16 call when the stock moves up on you. So sometimes the breaking even on the cash side is okay because the gain was so good on the premium, on the exercise side. Brian is saying Matterport chart looks really good. The daily Sofi chart looks really good. Brian, lame duck, not sure what that is. Sounds like the making is complicated. Algebra says keep it simple. I like that method, but I also like to learn. Deep value, grayscale, Bitcoin trust is up 50% this year. Full of a took. And I'm going from April to June is tricky because I can only write in increments of $5 for that month, but 10s, 15s, 20s. Brian, full of a took. When nothing looks good, fold your arms. You need to feel comfortable with your role. Lame duck, you buy back and sell it at the same time. Well, again, it depends if you have to do a market order. I suggest no market orders. I do trades, within as soon as possible, but one at a time. Take control of your market, but fold your arms. If the trade isn't there, don't force the trade. Just wait. Let the stock do what it does and just sit back. You've got time. Let time be your friend. The contract will depreciate out its time premium to just book value only. And eventually you'll just be trading that one back. You'll buy it back for book value and rewrite another one for a premium. It's going to be the way you have to do it. If that's the way it is, that's the way it is. Tesla 129.72, trying to get back to 130 again. 566 on SoFi, up 22 cents. Apple 137.06, up 230 on Apple. We're moving higher. Interesting stuff. Last chunk of bagel here. Go SoFi. Look, if you have to do a rollover, you're always looking for the best time to do it and the best price to do it. You're going to roll from 6s to 7s or 8s. You got to check your option chain. Put in a stink bid to buy back your calls. Put in a stink offer to write new calls. Locking in hopefully a gain on the contract, or at least a break even on the contract with a nice gain on the strike price. Whenever you do it, you do it. Right now, the stock's 566. It's up 22. I keep telling you not to write options on it. You don't listen. And so you're going to have to deal with rollovers. But hey, deal with them. It's all right. You know what you're doing. And if you can do a rollover into a $7 or an $8 contract and the stock backs off to 525, you're a hero. So, figure it out. But don't be surprised if it goes higher, because this earnings thing is coming up in 10 something days. We're getting this deal. There's a whole bunch of news coming on SoFi. You know all about it. I know all about it. And you're slapping the lion and just daring it to nail you. So I'm just saying, be careful. Anyway, Brian, fool of a took. It's fun always selling and buying a covered call, but sometimes you just need patience. And the worst case, you get exercise, but that isn't bad. You get all the premium and get paid for the stock. Exactly. Coyote, you're not even in the money. Why roll now? You're not even in the money. And that's another thing for Nick. Go SoFi. You don't have to roll today. Only if it's advantageous to do so. Otherwise, don't do anything. Look at the GameStop. 21.24, up 75 cents. 129.74 on Tesla. Trying to go back to 130. Giddy up, kids. Many of you are getting richer today. I'm very pleased. Mm. So good. Oh, that's so good. Oh, yeah. Okay, options nomads. Question for Bruce. Uncle Bruce, what do you think about buying long dated calls on Sofi? I'm guessing it's better just to buy the stock, but curious if you have a different idea. Yeah, I would just buy the stock down here. As long as it's under 15 a share, under 12 a share, I just buy the paper right against paper when the time comes. Once these shares hit 15, 18, 20, just like GameStop, you'll be writing calls and you'll be using the stock you have to do it. You may find, for some of you, not all of you, but some of you may find that when SoFi is 15, 18, $20, somewhere in that neighborhood, you're going to look at deep in the money calls right out to 2025. You're going to take a look and see what the fives and the tens are going for. And there may come a time where you might be sitting on 5,000 shares of SoFi that you've acquired down here. And the stock's trading at $15 a share, $18 a share. And you can buy a $5 or a $6 or a $7 deep in the money call on your SoFi, maybe under the 90-10 rule. This is what you'll be looking to do. And some of you may be able to say to me, guess what? I took 5,000 shares of SoFi, sold them at 18 bucks, turned around and bought 100 deep in the money calls. And I'm now writing 100 calls on SoFi at a time. Some of you out there might be saying to me a month, 2 months, 6 months from now, I sold my SoFi. I have 18,000 shares, 24,000 shares. I have 500 deep in the money calls. All I'm doing, Bruce, is I'm offering 500 calls at a time, 3 months out for $2. I just took in $100,000 cash, and I'm going to buy them back for $1, and I'll score a $50,000 gain. This stuff cost me $555, $625 all in when it was all said and done, and now I'm generating this kind of money every couple of months. Welcome to the party, pal. You guys are about to become very wealthy people around here. You don't know it. You can't seem to. Some of you've got it, but many of you are not appreciating what we're talking about here, about the leverage that's about to come your way. Forget about writing contracts for $5 and $6 premiums. This is chump change stuff you're talking about here. I'm talking about some serious money coming your way because SoFi is going to go higher, seriously higher. And you're going to be writing options on this stuff. And you could be writing options on deep in the money calls 6 months, a year from now. Some of you that have 40,000 shares and you're going to turn those into 800 deep in the money calls, you're going to be writing 800 calls at a time. Think about that. If you can score $1 a month net to you on 800 calls, they might be 4 months out and then you buy them with 3 months to go, made $1. You make $1 net profit on 800 calls. All right. That's 80,000 shares at $1 a share. That's $80,000 a month to you on your SoFi because you didn't sell it. You kept buying it down here. You didn't write chintzy little $5 and $6 contracts. You didn't get caught with your pants down. You hung in there, and now you're hauling in $80,000 a month. That's $1 million a year. 960,000. It's 12 times 80,000 plus whatever else you're writing. Just kind of let it happen. Let it come to you. This is what we're talking about. SoFi, Matterport, Rocket Lab, SmartRent, all of these guys are going to be $15 to $20 again. And you're all going to be in a position to someday either write options on just the stock you got or on the deep in the money calls you're going to have when the time is right. You've done it with GameStop. Why wouldn't you do it here? And now you're going from, 100 contracts with GameStop or 60 or 20 of those, and all of a sudden, I'm now writing 300 calls on Sofi. It's going to transform your account completely differently. People will call you an overnight success, and you're not. You've been grinding it out for years, 8 months, 18 months. You've been grinding it out. It's going to pay off. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on. I'm up on my SoFi position, but after ages, but I'm down big on my covered call options. Splitter. Oh, great. I bought back my 1625s at 690, placed a half hour ago an order for 660 for 19th July. I was the only one there. Later it was 36 others on the ask, and I changed to 640 and grabbed it directly. Karen, it's usually better for me to do nothing rather than make moves that aren't that great. It takes patience to do nothing. Alberto, Uncle, I am here, and I definitely appreciate where I am via your teachings. Anyway, let us begin. Right on, my friend. Welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to have you here. Like I said, some of you folks out there, in about 6 months to a year from now, you guys are going to be hauling in the possibility of 50 to 200,000 a month in premiums. You don't believe me. You don't think it's possible. You think I'm dreaming, making this crap up. I'm not. I'm telling you that because I've been convincing you to buy cheap paper and average down on these, where the Matterports, the smart ones are sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars in cash. They're going to make a splash. Sooner or later, a splash will be made. The shares will take a shot. You will be able to write calls, perhaps $20 calls on your $18 stock, and you're going to bring in $3 in premium. Good for, say, 2.5, 3 months. And you're doing it on 5,000 shares. There's 15 grand. Those of you who got 20,000 shares of some of this stuff, you're bringing in $60,000. I am taking you to another level that you can't even imagine. And I'm trying to get you to get going on this now. Get your positions made before these stocks take their move, because you're not going to hold SoFi down at 560 for the next 5 years. That's not happening. This stock is going to take a shot because the street's going to figure out, oh my God, these guys have got so many hundreds of thousands of new subscribers. They have millions of customers, and they're all using the credit card, and they're all using the savings account. They're all using the exponential growth of SoFi is just going to blow the numbers out the door. And this is what the current analysts, they've got their blinders on. They don't see past 4 feet. If they're in a fog, they don't understand. They're about to see this massive world that's in front of them. They have no clue, none whatsoever. And they're so blindsided by the rest of the market, they don't see the future. I'm trying to get you guys beyond next week, beyond next month, beyond next quarter. And sometimes it takes a little longer than you like, but boy, in the end, it pays off handsomely. Do not lose sight of the prize. It's fantastic. Those of you making your moves on GameStop, I couldn't be more thrilled that we're at $21 a share. I'm just excited as all get up. These $10 in the money calls are now 11 in the money. Add a buck or two premium, what do you got? $12, $13 contracts. There's a bunch of you out there sitting there going, yeah, I started buying these, Bruce, at 14, 15 bucks. And I kept buying them at 12 and 11 and 10 and 9. Well, we're back now to this 11, 12 range. And if the shares want to go to $22, they're $13 contracts now. $13, $13.50, $14 contracts. Lovely. This is what we're all about. But you know what? The stock wants to drop $3 tomorrow. Do you care? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. It wants to drop $3? Okay. Go down $3. I'll buy calls back. You'll buy additional deep in the money calls with the proceeds. Absolutely. We're very easy going here. We're just going with the stock. You tell me where you want to go. I'll load up. I'll load up with you so that when you do go back up to 25, I'm not going back to 25 with 5 deep in money calls. I'm going back to 25 with 15 deep in the money calls. Yeah. When these calls go up $6 each, I'm not up 3 grand. Oh, no. I'm up 8 grand. I'm up 9 grand. I'm up. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Giddy up, kids. This is so much fun. This is just so much fun. Bobby, my goal is 20 new writable contracts a year. Give the snowball plenty of time to grow. Rock and roll, Bobby. Rock and roll. Sometimes it takes 3 months to add 5 calls to your position. Sometimes it takes 3 days. These markets move. And when they move, you can do well. Look at the Dow. It's down 247. The Dow is off 247. S&P's up 6. Nasdaq's up 26. Does this make sense? Not really, but that's what it is. That's what's going on. We have to tolerate these crazy fluctuations from time to time. Just the way it is. The losers right now on the Dow are Goldman Sachs down 5.9%, $22 a share. Travelers down 4.9%. JP Morgan down 2.3%. Boeing down 2%. 3M down 1.7%. Dow Chemical down 1.7%. Salesforce down 1.6%. These are most of the losers, the larger losers. The winners on the Dow: McDonald's up 1.6%. Chevron up 1.5%. Coca-Cola up 1.1%. Apple up 1%. Those are the winners. So we have losers over winners on the Dow. Okay, that's the story. But S&P and Nasdaq are higher. There you go. Welcome to the crazy world in which we live. What can I say? Let me take a look at this Nasdaq. See if I get this over here. I'm not sure if I do or not. Here we go. Top performers and top losers. All right. Bottom performers on the Nasdaq are companies we don't know or we don't follow very much. We're talking penny stocks, so I'm not even going to quote them for you. It's pointless. I really want to stick to the names we follow, the quality names that we follow, where we know these companies are solid outfits and they have tremendous earnings power. They have a track record of excellence. We can write options on these, and we can build a nice position with these outfits. Sofi 560, Tesla right now 128.91. We're getting some fluctuating here. The high on Tesla 130.58 today. What a day on Tesla. Down 260 on the Dow, up 4 points on S&P, up 19 on Nasdaq. Okay, that's what's going on. Apple is announcing new M2 processors, updates on their M2 processors. So Apple shares are higher. Positive news. Amazing markets. Absolutely amazing markets. Thank you all for being here today and hanging out with me. We've got 221 thumbs ups. Man, is this good stuff. Thank you all for that. We've now got some more comments. Let me see if I'm double checking here where we're at. Okay. Bobby Atkinson, I can't see it but the math proves it. Added bonus, I'm old, poor, even a yearly 80,000 is so juicy to me. David Scott, with my recent repositioning, I'm currently writing on one loan contract while I maintain a solid footing to transition to full-time option writing in 2024. It's definitely tough to think I'll go from here to 30,000 a month, but I'm confident it can be done. Go Sofi. Dreamin' Uncle Bruce. Sofi went to 15, rolled over 15, covered call, stock back, few closed off calls, few still some Sofi. Take my original investment, buy 100,000 of Matterport, smart, run ATP, and forget about it. Right on. When my friend Nick S, what he's going to be doing is he's going to be writing thousands of contracts on all kinds of positions over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Probably thousands of calls every month. Go Sofi is going to be so busy writing so many thousands of contracts, hauling in hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in revenues. It's going to be nuts. He will have no time to look after his hotel. He's going to hire a full-time manager, and Andrew's going to sell the place, and he's going to be just working his accounts full-time. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually Nick will hire an assistant to help him with his trades. He'll actually have a little business that just does all kinds of option trades and everything else. He's going to be one busy guy, and it's exciting. It's exciting. Ed, Uncle Bruce, I wrote SoFi $5 Jan 2024. Is there a higher now? Should I take the loss and rewrite after earnings if it keeps going like this, or sit with my arms folded? What do you think I should do? I'd sit with my arms folded for now. I know they're higher, obviously. Shares are higher, obviously. But look for dips, and exit strategy will be cheaper. I mean, right now it's 560. It got up to 559. What was it today? The SoFi got higher than that. My machine is way behind, so sorry. Pardon me about that. Your stock hit 572. Now you've backed off 12 cents. The shares are 530 in the next 24, 48 hours. You may find that you have an exit strategy right there. You can get out without any serious losses and stay out. Maybe that might be the way to go. Again, I do not condone and promote writing SoFi down here right now. I just don't. The upside is so good. Right now, though, the Dow is down 332 points. It's probably getting hit by computer cell program coming through, algorithmic programs. That's the way this market is, and we have to tolerate it. And the SEC allows this to happen. The SEC does not consider stock markets like the Dow that can be influenced by 150 points in nanoseconds to be artificial trading. They consider this to be natural, regular, everyday liquidity issues, no problem. There's nothing to see here. That's their philosophy. The reality is there are hedge funds out there with tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars that will come into a market, slam it artificially in nanoseconds, driving prices down and scaring innocent investors out of stocks, and they buy them back up and run it the other direction. The SEC totally condones it, totally approves it, and basically says to the little guy, too damn bad. You're going to have to just tolerate this crap because we're going to allow it. It's been the way for 20 years, 30 years, nothing new here. And the committees on Congress and Senate will never change these rules because they've been bought off through their super PACs long ago. They know that if they don't keep giving the street what they want in Wall Street, they'll be replaced by another politician who will do what they want. And that's the reality. And they can say everything they want about transparency and protecting the investor and yada, yada, yada. The fact is, this goes on all the time, and they don't have to report their short positions. Go figure. You don't have to report short position. Incredible. Mirko, hey, Uncle Bruce, I was short Tesla 125, Jan 27s, just rolled it to February 130s with a 114 cash profit. Nice going. $5 bump on the exercise price. Nice. Go SoFi. That is exactly what I mean when I say market is rigged by hedge funds and politicians. Mirko, keep climbing. I keep rolling for profit. Giddy up, Mirko. Deep value. The SEC allows Jim Cramer to have Twitter and be on CNBC, but he says they haven't allowed him to short. Seems like he can still do whatever he wants. They haven't done a thing to him. Nick Dumouriez, stop writing on SoFi. Just wait for earnings. They are going to be good, or else Noto wouldn't have bought all that stock. There's certain things that are so obvious that they're just in front of people's faces and they don't see it. They just don't see it. I know. GameStop 2102, ATIP 42.5, Tesla 128.10, SoFi 561, Apple 135.47. What a day today. Volatility all over the place. We're now negative 5 points on S&P. We're up 7 on NASDAQ. We're down 298 on the Dow right now. There you have it. That is our session here, everybody. That's what's going on. We've got 222 thumbs ups. Man, are you guys awesome today. I thank you so much for this. Love hitting that 200 thumbs up nail in the wall as soon as possible, and then build on top of that. I love it when that happens. Don't forget, today I'll be back on here at 3 o'clock Eastern for the final hour of trading. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Those of you picking up classes, thank you very much for supporting this channel through the class purchases you make. Do appreciate it. If you have any questions about your classes, you let me know. Just send me an email and I'll see if I can help you out there. Congratulations to those of you who've been picking these up and taking them one by one and becoming ever so more aware of how this option market is working, because there's a lot to it and you have to be on top of it. Those of you wanting to do one-on-ones, I have 2 openings left for this Sunday. I'm already booked for 10 a.m. Eastern time. That is done. I have the noon Eastern slot left, and I have the 2 o'clock Eastern slot left. The other one is gone. So if anybody wants the 12 noon Eastern time slot for a one-on-one, or the 2 o'clock, just let me know with an email. We'll get you set up. Let's see. What else is going on? Yeah, Bobby Atkinson says, his travel trust does it, for Jim Cramer. I think he does bonds, but on the side, you can guess someone's trading foreign, proving to be market mouthpiece isn't going to happen. Splair, just in case, I wish everyone a successful day and a relaxed break. Thank you, Splair. We'll catch you later today for sure. Thank you all for joining in with us today and being here. It's been a fun morning, hasn't it? It should be a fun afternoon. We'll watch this together. Don't forget, this Friday, 4 days from now, the 3rd Friday of January, this Friday, a whole bunch of contracts expire. There's going to be shenanigans all week long here. Watch out. We'll stay on top of that. 21.18 on the GameStop shares. I think we're at the high of the day on GameStop. 21.34 was touched earlier today, but 21.18.19 we're coming on again. We're at 128.96 on the Tesla shares, and the high of the day was 130.58 earlier today. I would not be surprised if we break through that yet again to either today or definitely through tomorrow, because these shares seem to want to just keep going higher. We'll keep an eye on all that. Thumbs up meter 223. Thank you all so very much. It is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. You're helping us out with thumbs ups. That's great. Thanks, guys. Keep it coming. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. I will see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time. We'll follow this market closely. Tesla now just broke 129. Giddy up 21.19 on GameStop, and SoFi 566 up 22. Make money. Watch your option chains, and let's get richer. See you at 3 this afternoon, everybody. Bye for now.